LaRussell, man.
I'm gonna make my video tomorrow, I think. Yeah.
Heard about it, but I didn't hear exactly what he said because I know
You did
Glasses
it?
talked about it today.
Okay, all right. Then I'll play it, and then you can see.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
Oh man, here we go.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
It's nothing good.
Yeah, it's not. But my thing is, I'll just play it first. Let me play it.
Am I gonna start cussing?
Yes.
Huh?
Probably so.
If you can comprehend what he's trying to say, it won't be. So
Let it
what he's
marinate
saying,
first.
At first, it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh,
If
fuck."
if it's got to marinate.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's other things that comes after it that's probably gonna make you cuss. Like,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
yeah.
All
So
right.
it's not just that he said it. It's everything that follows afterwards as well.
Red Bull's
Oh.
heaven sent.
Yeah. This is
Here we
their
go.
reaction to it.
All heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. Huh? We all heaven sent. Adolf too.
What?
We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
That's
He
the
does
funny
not
thing,
know
it's
the
not-
definition of heaven sent.
Okay.
He posted it. He posted on Twitter and said, "My producer told me not to post this, but
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
So
he said,
everybody was saying like, yo,
Should've
you ain't
listened,
even
bro.
realized your producer was heaven sent. It's like,
though.
listen.
Trying to save you, I guess.
And so, yo, your producer
Oh
trying to
wait,
save you.
trying
the
to
whole
save
time.
you? Yeah, Jesus rap Christian. Look at that connection. I despise Christian rap, but go ahead.
So, the issue with this is like, bruh, I don't think people need you to tell them everyone comes from God and basically your actions in life, you're responsible for your own actions in life, right? Where you want to lead, the type of life you want to lead. I don't think people need you to be on a song with the piano in the back and you just saying, you know, the worst, even at this specific time, this is bad fucking timing. And honestly, I don't even know if there's a good time to say this shit. But for you to follow up with these names, bro, what'd he start with? He started with, who he said? Trump. And then he said...
Yeah, I heard Donald.
Epstein
Yeah,
too.
he said Donald. And then he said Epstein. It's like, nigga, come on.
Why you using these? There's plenty of a lot of bad people. Why you using
Yeah.
these people?
I think the worst part is he actually started with MLK and Malcolm X. And
Yeah,
then
I did hear that,
He,
yep.
he tied in the other individuals. So what he's trying to accomplish is he's trying to add a polarizing. Like what he's saying is these good individuals and these bad individuals, they're heaven sent. But here's the problem. The term heaven sent is a positive connotation. Like it means something positive. What he meant to say, and this is the issue with like when we don't think about articulating our words better, it's gonna come out like this. What he should have said was came from God.
Yeah.
But he wanted to use this heaven sent
This heaven
phrase,
sent, yeah.
and it just doesn't hit.
Yeah. So that's what I saw was a sentiment for a lot of people is that the phrasing was just like completely off. And people are definitely going to take this negatively as we have seen. I think what people are mad at as well is his response to it, right? So this is probably where you're going to get mad, Pink, because his response is his response is basically, well, he did say argue with your mama or some shit like that. But his response was basically saying that people were kind of dumb for not being able to understand the lyrics, basically. But I'll play some of it.
Okay. Hey, the past few days, I've been working, so I ain't got to really be on social media. The homies briefed me yesterday on all the outrage, and my first thought was, niggas ain't that slow. But I go and look, and niggas that slow. Just listen to the music. Like, it's no way niggas hear that clip, and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization.
Because to me, this sounds like the usual smart dumb nigga babble.
Yeah.
It's I didn't properly articulate myself, but I'm not going to admit that. I'm gonna just say y'all stupid because y'all don't understand where I was coming from.
Exactly.
I understood immediately what he was trying to do, but why is the point? And you didn't phrase it right, and it sucks. Like why are you telling me that somebody I don't give a damn about that.
I think he knew already that this would be something that'll get people talking. He knew what it was when he recorded, when he had it, because if you heard your engineer say, I don't know if we should put this one out, and you said this is exactly why we should put it out, then that means you already know what the fuck is coming with it. And maybe you felt like it was going to bring up conversations, but maybe not necessarily negative ones. But this
Why
is where
wouldn't it
we
be
at.
negative considering the stuff that's going on right now?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The timing is just crazy for you to think this is a good time for you to put some shit out like this.
And
He
even
says
if
all the turmoil in the world, and then brings
Right.
up one of the leading causes of the turmoil in the world.
and then
Come on.
why would you like I don't give
Couple
a
of the
fuck.
turmoil.
That's a part of religion I don't like. Is the people? It's almost like you chastising people for disliking certain people based on
Yeah.
stuff that they do
Right,
because you
yeah.
feel like they should be forgiven because that's what's taught. I don't care if somebody's a terrible person, they're a terrible person. Like,
But
why
see,
I don't
even-
need you to tell me if somebody is heaven sent or God loves everybody. I don't care. What does that matter to me?
But even the conversation of putting them into this, like even how he put them into the song next to people like MLK. You know, like it's like you said, you start like Fame was saying, you start off with like MLK, heaven sent, and then from there we just rolling off a cliff. You get all the way to Trump and Epstein.
What the
Because
hell?
basically you're comparing Epstein
Right.
You
and
gotta hear
Trump
him
to
too.
Malcolm X
Yes.
and MLK.
Almost like saying like if you love MLK, you gotta love Epstein and Trump too. Like basically, in a way.
We're all God's children.
Well, God created you, but I helped. I was a part of your journey.
Well,
Right.
one of God's children he loved children too, and not in the way you should. So
Yeah.
I don't understand why you.
Oh my God.
What is the point? What is the point of this?
Yeah, I don't. But the point of it,
We all
if
heavy
we're being
shit.
honest, the point of it is the conversation, the controversy, the attention that it brings. You know, if you put this out, you already knew it was a bad idea. Your engineer said, "Yo, you shouldn't put this out," and you didn't listen to your engineer. From what I heard, he told his engineer that's exactly why we should put it out. It's because it's going to stir up the controversy. Now,
But at the same time, I hate when people think that all publicity is good publicity
good,
because
yeah.
just because you're getting attention from people and now you're the topic of a few conversations, it's not going to translate to anything good for you. That's not always the case.
yeah,
It's
So,
like,
yeah,
is he trying to get robbed or is just a ploy? Because everything he did since signing is just like attention grabbing. The Lil Wayne shit. Now this shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Now look, I'm not. I was fucking with him on the Lil Wayne thing. I understood the Lil Wayne point, you know, and I fuck with LaRussell like overall. Like I think LaRussell was a dope artist, but this is definitely a misstep for him for sure.
Well, the problem too, Zoe, is that this guy hasn't really lost. Like the problem is I relate it to when I coach athletes, and when I see an athlete who's been winning for years and they just don't know how to lose. So when you try to coach them, they already in their minds they think, what do you coach? What are you telling me that I don't already know? I've been winning so long, doing it my way. What are you going to tell me? And then the moment that they lose, it's like they're like, "What the? Oh, I didn't lose," and they don't know how to really react to that loss. And that's what happened here. Is he was on this high of he's been winning independently, and then he kind of tripped. But when he tripped with the Wayne thing, people were like, "No, you're right," and he won again. And this time he's like he was on this high of. I've been winning. This message that I want to do is more important than how I deliver it. But no, fucker, you got to deliver that shit and you got to articulate.
How do you
articulate it well.
apologize to Lil Wayne but double down on this point and call all of us stupid because we don't like it?
Yeah, that's
And I don't think he was calling everybody stupid. Obviously, he's calling the people that didn't understand. He's obviously calling stupid.
What the people that disagree? What the people that disagree?
No, it's
what
the
he's
people that
saying.
disagree,
He's basically saying like they slow.
He's saying y'all didn't like it because y'all didn't understand.
But it's his responsibility to articulate it better.
Right, but he's not taking that responsibility like you said because and sometimes you just got to take the L. Like you put out a record that everybody's responding to negatively. Leave that shit alone. Like to come out here and double down and be like, I didn't think niggas was this slow. And then when I really looked, yeah, niggas is slow. Like it's like you're not even taking responsibility for putting out a record that is not hitting like you thought it was.
No, exactly. Like Glasses brought up the comparison of LaRussell and D1. And I agree because both of them, they see D1 romanticizes Christianity. And look, I'm a Christian, so I've never hidden that. But but he D1 gets so caught up in the like Glasses says, being Christian first, right, instead of black first. And I think LaRussell kind of does the same thing, where he romanticizes positivity, and it's like, let me be a positive artist first before I think about how to articulate these and how it's going to hurt my community.
That's the part some don't understand. Some of us grew up in church and we heard those messages a lot about forgiving people and we're all God's children and blah blah blah. And some of us don't want to hear that shit right now.
That's true.
It's too much. It's too much
to be
going
honest, yeah. To be honest, if he would have phrased it different, like for example, the word heaven sent. Heaven sent means that they basically sent like a saint over, and he was doing God's work. That's what heaven sent is. As opposed to like if he would have said we're all God's children, that would have been a different conversation.
Yeah.
We know there wouldn't have been outrage like there is.
No,
right now.
it would have been outraged because why are you putting Epstein in the same sentence as Malcolm X? What are you doing?
That's
true.
the problem.
And then
right
us.
there. It's
At the end.
you would have to rephrase it different, and also don't throw MLK and don't throw that shit in there, bro. Like, what are we talking about, man? I don't know what else he said, but let's play this a little bit more.
And Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things.
And there goes to our point. God created us all versus saying heaven sent. And he's not understanding that because he's still making the point that, all God's creation, but it's you saying they heaven sent, bro. That shit is not hitting with people, but obviously he's not talking about that part.
And it's crazy.
Jen K said we are all God's children and Kendra's babies.
Yo. God.
Range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place, and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way. And it's insane for niggas to take that and be like, you support Epstein. Like, you niggas is weird. Like, if you want to know where I stand, go look at my life. Go listen to my music. Go see what I do in my community. Go speak to somebody who actually know me. Be fucking for real. It's so crazy how fast it go from black boy fly to get back in line. Y'all want to be constricted and restricted so bad. And I'm never not gonna be free. I'm never not gonna be free in my speech and free in my thought and free of my art. Artists and comedians is the niggas who's supposed to express the times and what's going on and communicate it in a way that's like, man, y'all love to create enemies and try to bash anybody who has an opposing thought to how you feel. Nigga, I ain't gotta show up how you want me to show up. This shit for me and my people and my base who resonate and connect. Everybody else could suck my dick.
See, he's not wrong.
That's real arrogant.
But he still didn't articulate himself well, and he still hasn't admitted to that. But he's not wrong in what he's saying.
And then not only that, but by him saying that everybody else could, whatever he said, he's basically turning off new fans that could potentially, be trying to become one of his fans.
Right. It's super dismissive. You can explain yourself without having to go to that direction with it. I get it, but it's just, just say, bro, like, that's not what I meant. I didn't articulate it right in the story, bro. That's all it is. It's not that big of a deal, bro. It's just that people call this shit out, and the first thing you do is you kind of attack people and say, y'all slow for not understanding.
He immediately went on the defense.
Yeah, immediately. And, and I don't know what else he says on this, but I'm figuring this more the same. But here goes the second part of this. Well, the third part is all this shit was going on, so he deactivated his social media,
which is what he should have.
Oh, come on back.
No, that's the appropriate thing to do right now.
Don't get shy now.
You shouldn't be on here.
No, you puff your chest out and call everybody slow. Stand on that.
That's the point, though. You did puff your chest out. You said everybody was slow. You said they didn't understand. You said it was for your people and your people only to understand. So why leave at this point? I don't know.
In that video, he said, I said what I said. And
I said what
Twitter.
I said and then deleted the Twitter.
Him saying that is his ego of not. I'm going back to the him not losing, and he hasn't lost, and he's been getting all these wins independently. His ego's growing. So when he made this mistake, that ego did not let him see what he did. So now I'm sure he's got people saying, "Look, you fucked up. You fucked up. Just you got to stop. You got to get off of that."
Sounds to me like he has a lot of maturing to do.
He does, definitely. And I think he had a false sense of maturity and positivity. He had toxic positivity.
Maybe this is a different. You think maybe this is a different like atmosphere for him, being that he's been on the independent kind of grind on his own for so long, where everything felt like basically like community driven, to now being on this stage where everybody has an opinion now of you because he's on a bigger stage now. You know what I mean? Because I feel like before he was in a comfortable space where it was all community based. So when you got community based love, everybody love you. Now when you go to the global stage where everybody can have an opinion, even the people that never gonna fucking like you got opinions. So this is where I see him actually like deleting the social media, because this is new for him.
And the worst part is that, again, he got there basically on his own, doing the independent way, and it just got to his ego. His ego grew bigger than he could even control, and then now he doesn't know how to deal with it.
And why would you assume that everybody that disliked that song or clip or wherever it is, why would you assume that all those people hate you? Because you don't think your fans criticize anything you do? Your fans still have an issue with it.
And that's where the video that's where I think the video comes off wrong, and that's a problem. Because you're insulting your fans. So now all your fans that disagree with you now, it's like they just don't understand.
You can have your own opinion. Yeah, you can have your own opinion and still be a fan of the said artist.
Well, not in today's world. Some people would argue with you on that. You got to be 100%.
It's just shade.
Oh nah, man.
You gotta go full glaze. You gotta go full glaze.
Yeah, full glaze or no glaze.
Nah, I don't.
You gotta go full glaze. You net.
Another part is that his mistake was he's reading all the negative comments, because I follow this guy and I see him. He that's all he does, is he doesn't look at really the positive, and he'll look at all the negative. And after he said that, there was people calling him weird, that he's basically a PDF as well, that he's evil. There was content creators. I was on like live stream with some of them, and they were saying, "Oh, this guy's evil." And it's like, I personally spoken to LaRussell. I've been to concerts. I've seen him shake everybody's hand. Like, he's not an evil person.
Yeah.
He made a stupid, he did something stupid, and his ego's too big enough for him to acknowledge that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Pete, my bad. No, I was just gonna say real quick, and that's where it comes in with the fact that he's on a different stage now, because obviously, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are his fans that are like, I know you're not evil. I know you made a mistake and you just didn't say it the right way. Now we can move the fuck on. But you on a global stage now, and on this global stage, you got people that don't like you already that's gonna say you evil anyway. They probably was just waiting for you to do something that they don't like. Because think about the targets you have on your back now. It's not just that you on a global stage, but you got a partnership with Jay-Z, Rock Nation, instant enemies. Yep. On top of that, you criticized another guy, Lil Wayne. Instant enemies, bro. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Yep. Those people are waiting for you to do one thing wrong so they could come and give their opinion, and they will never listen to your music. So that's the trap that I think he fell into, which made him feel like he had to go do this walk and give this response. And also at the same time, you alienate your fans, bro. Like, when you do that. So I think it was a misstep on him. I agree with you, fam. I don't think he evil or nothing like this. I just think he said something dumb. This shit happens. People say stupid shit all the time. But can you own it though?
Yeah, that's his problem right there.
Right. Can you own it? And I don't think he did a good job with that.
There's also self-reflection.
The problem. Go ahead, Pete.
Go ahead, Pete.
I was gonna say self-reflection, and that's another point. Like, Fame, you said he reads a lot of the negative comments. If you want to be a positive person, why are you feeding into that? First of all, like, your block button works. That's number one. And number two, when people tell you, if you have a whole bunch of people telling you you're wrong, all of them ain't lying. So you gotta
Right.
look at it like, why are they saying this? Number one. And again, don't just assume that all these people hate you. You could be some of your fans that are disappointed in something you did, and
Yeah.
they're calling you out on it. You turn the people off by doing that.
Yeah.
But his reaction could turn a lot of people off.
Because Bink, he's had that confirmation bias of him winning and doing it his way. So how is it that now that he's here, what, now I'm wrong? I've been doing it my way the whole time. And I've
Y'all
gotten
just
here.
hating on me.
Yeah.
How are you going to tell me that I've been doing it wrong when I've been doing it right the whole time my way? But it's like, nah, bro, you fucked up. You did it wrong.
You can be wrong sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with LaRussell right now is just his presence on social media.
Exactly.
Like if he didn't have his social media, he wouldn't have to have had to explain himself. Like just it's just like what I say with Drake. Just fucking drop the music and just drop it and disappear. It's like what Kendrick does.
Oh my God.
He drops it and he drops it and he disappears. Pause.
But you know what?
Yo.
The problem for some people is like some people can't like it. Sometimes there's a lot of people that be like, yo, I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. That shit don't bother me. Oh, I don't care. There ain't nobody. There's always that one that you gonna see that's gonna trigger you and make you feel like, man, fuck this shit. Let me go talk. Let me go say what I gotta say. Because you know how people can be. So I feel like he probably saw a bunch of the shit, and at first he was like, I ain't got shit. It's whatever. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. But then he saw a couple that just fucked with him, and he felt like, I gotta come out and say something. You know, but he said the wrong thing. The right thing would have been to just take responsibility. Say, yo, I said some shit that didn't really hit. Y'all didn't really get what I was saying. The point of the music is for me to say some stuff that y'all understand and y'all take the way that I put it out there, and y'all didn't. So that's a failure on my part musically. But maybe there's another way to say this. Let me explain what I meant, and then that's it, bro. Move on.
The Big Zo TV marketing company post and PR, public relations.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah, you got your own on this ad.
Fun to do bad things.
Take off the shirt, now take off the dope, take off the